We have this message that says, "Good morning, sir. This person wishes to remain anonymous. Thanks for the selfless service." He says that this person says his sister is having a problem in her marriage, and if care is not taken, she might lose her life. She told her brother that anytime her husband wants to make love to her, he would go wild on her, at times strangle her, then have his way. The next day, the husband will start begging her. They have 3 kids now, but the husband caters for 1 child, leaving the remaining 2 kids for his wife. And this man is a contractor and also a minister in church. The brother says, left to him, he has told his sister to leave the man, but it's like his advice is too harsh for her. Their parents aren't aware of this, but her husband's parents are much aware, but there's nothing that they can do.
Well, sir, I would, the first thing is that you need to make the parents, that is her parents, aware of this. And there's really nothing but advice you can give to people. At the beginning of my work, I used to go plead with people, talk to them, go to their houses, try to, but that is a waste of time if someone is not willing. Change comes from the mind, first of all. So just inform the parents, since you are her brother and your parents don't know, then inform the family. His own family, they would know, they would support their child now, they would support. So, can we move on? Thank you.
I have a call coming in through Skype. Hello, good morning, 99.3. Hello. Oh, awesome. Hi, Anthony, you are very welcome.
Good morning, good morning.
This is your first time calling? Oh, welcome, Anthony, welcome.
Wow.
For the good work you have been doing.
Thank you, sir.
Knowingly or unknowingly. And we go back then when I was in Nigeria, I've been listening even before relocating to UK. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much too.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you very much. All right, thank you, Anthony, for calling. God bless you. Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure you were done. My sincere apologies, Anthony. Please call me back. All right, call us back. I thought you were done. Forgive me, please. 99.3. Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Hello, good morning. Yeah.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning,
Good morning, good morning.
What people are doing, I really appreciate you. I want to remain anonymous.
Okay, go ahead, please, in 1 minute.
Yeah, I have issues.
In my marriage, I'm married for 25 years. Last year made it 25 years.
Wow.
I have been a single parent. Yeah. I have then my first one has graduated from the uni 2 years ago. Then my last born is also in uni. Second son is also in uni. Then that's my daughter, that's my last born is 18. But my husband has not been in Nigeria. When my daughter was 6 months, he traveled to UK, and actually he used to come sometimes 3 years, 4 years. He came 2021 when he came to bury the mother. Actually, I took care of the mother, and as he was coming, when the mother died, the mother has been staying with me since I started having my children. She's good to me. I took care of her. But the day she died, I left the house. I left around 5 a.m. because of my businesses. So my daughter called me around 7 a.m. because before I left something for her. So my daughter wanted to go to school that morning. That time my daughter was doing her, she was in SS3.
All right.
2021.
Because I'm so sorry to cut you off, but because on radio we may not be able to get the long story. So could you please summarize because of time? Because your 1 minute is up already.
What actually I want to say now is that when the man came for the mother,
He didn't come to the house. We went down to the village direct and as was on. At a point, my pastor invited him to the house before he left her. Then we tried to reconcile, and then he left. And after some time, I discovered that he sleeps with a lot of women, and I
Okay.
don't give up anything. I've tried to make him understand I'm not under anything. I'm capable of taking. I've been taking care of my children. But what I'm looking at now is that I don't know how to go about it. I don't know if we are in our house.
What do you want, man? What exactly is it? Tell me.
I need advice whether I should tell him to that I want to leave him, or because even the first one doesn't talk to him, he doesn't talk to us. So
Okay. So is she still there? Hello?
Yes, she's still here.
Okay. So what do you want? You need to talk to me like you know what you want. No, what do you want?
I think I want to end the marriage. I don't want to protect with him anymore. I just want to be on my own. I want to have
Okay. So in you've been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
In the 25 years, how many times has he come to visit from the UK?
He has come like he left when my daughter was 6 months. He has come like 5, 6 times. And when he comes, it's always one problem or the other.
6 times in 25 years.
Yeah, actually, he left because I had my first 4 years, 7, my second son 7. Okay, let's say we stayed like 10 years before he traveled.
Okay, so 6 times in 15 years.
Exactly.
Was when you were getting married, was there an agreement that he will be living outside the country and you will remain here?
No, actually, what happened was that I was in school. I was in year 2.
Yeah, but when you were getting married, did you imagine that you would be with him in Nigeria, or that he would be outside the country and you would be a single parent here?
No, there was no idea of that.
So that came after marriage. And have you told him that?
After I had my 3 children, that came after I had my 3 children.
That was 10 years into the marriage. So why has he not filed for you to join him abroad?
He keeps telling us one story or another. I have even told him that
You know what?
If that is your problem, he doesn't want us to get number of anybody. He will tell you that over there you are your own,
Madam, I'm sure. Let me. I've done a little here. I'm sure that most likely he has another family there, and
I have told him that he has a family. He refused.
No, the problem is not him. Your husband is not the problem. You are the problem. Do you understand? If I am leading you into a trap door and I am not even holding your hand, you are just following me, and you can see that where I'm taking you to is not good, but you keep following me for 25 years. Can I ask how old you are, man?
I am 48.
Please, then can you subtract 25 from 48? How old were you when you got married? You were 22. How old was your husband when you got married?
He was 24.
Just 2 years older than you? But you have my own blessing to leave the marriage, but your husband was never the problem. The problem was you. Do you understand? When you find yourself in a situation you did not sign up for, almost the most productive part of your life was spent in isolation, being a single parent. It's not by force now. Marriage is not by force. If it is working, it is working. Stay. If it is not working, then what about someone that you are just alone? All those nights in trouble in COVID, you are just alone. Taking care of his mother is like he married you and gave you a job to just be a nanny. Take care of my mother. When he came for the burial, he didn't even come to your house. Madam, it doesn't take that long to know that you are married to yourself. I wish you all the best, man. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. So sorry about what you've been going through. 99.3, good morning. Who's on the line, please? Good morning. Can I know your name, please?
Yeah, this is good morning, Barry.
Good morning, sir.
This is David from Ikeshore.
Good morning,
Good morning,
David.
sir, David.
1 minute, please.
I sent a text message, Barry, started to eat.
To who? To me or to the station?
Okay. I thought you are starting for the station.
No, I can't. I'm not big enough.
Okay. This is my question. Is it a religious law that is governing marriage or is
Oh, okay. We've read the question already.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Hello.
that's a network issue.
Okay, he's back. Hello. Go ahead.
Please come again. We didn't hear you.
is it the fact that it is religious law that is governing marriages, or is it government law that is governing marriages?
Government law, sir. The Marriage Act governs the celebration of marriage. The law, not government law guides marriages. What was his question?
Well, I read it already on WhatsApp. He said, I believe it's the same question. Is it government law or religious laws that guide marriage? That he believes those who are religious their marriages should be guided by religious laws and not government laws.
Well, maybe you should go to a religious state, like Sharia states, yes, in the north, and then let religion. But this Lagos state is both Christian and Muslims are here, so there is no predominant religious and there's no religious law, and it's governed by the act.
Hello, good morning to you. Thank you for calling. 99.3. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from, please? Ebenezer. Awesome. Good to hear from you. You have 1 minute, please.
Yeah, I'm very, very grateful for the program. Good job. And I thank you people because I've been listening to the program for a very long time. I'm the first time caller.
Oh, yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh, well, that's all you called to say. Thank you. Very much appreciated your kind words. 99.3, good morning. Who's on the line, please? Blessings from Badagry. You have 1 minute. Thank you so much for calling. Yeah,
Wow.
first time caller. Awesome. Welcome.
To the program every Saturday, and my husband do listen to it also, so we learn from it. Been married for 4 years now with a kid, so
Thank
but
you.
anyway,
Thank you.
I have an issue with my younger brother.
Okay.
He just
1 minute, please.
I'll be fast. I'm very fast. He just clocked 30 this year, so he just called me and told me that there's this lady he wants to marry, so she's our tribe. So he said he and the lady are the second guy will send me pictures. I said, oh, how old is the lady? He said the lady said is 28 or 29. But lo and behold, when he sends the picture on WhatsApp, to be frank, you will see the picture that the lady is older than him. That one is a fact. You can't hide it. But she insisted that she's 29. So the thing has been causing issues, and my brother is like, is the lady? My mom said no, he's against it. That this girl is lying to you, that her age is more than 30. So the thing has been causing all our siblings, everybody, like an auntie to you.
Okay, so what do you want me to do for you, man? You see, man, let me tell you something, man. It is very troubling, especially when it comes from someone you love, like your brother, your sister, your friend, when you can see that they are being led into a trap, but they refuse to see. They will be arguing with you. So please let me digress and share something with you for 2 minutes. A gentleman called me and he said that he married this woman, that they went to the same church and they met in church. And after marriage, he has been trying. He's an only son that they've been trying to get pregnant, and after some time he had to take her to the hospital for both of them to check. And at the hospital, the doctor called him and said, but what are you expecting? Your wife is in menopause. And he says, what do you mean menopause? That someone that is just 41 The doctor said, no, this person is not 41. So the doctor went and did further tests and said that she's at least 47. The man was 44. The man said, he wasn't happy. So they went to another hospital. And in the other hospital, the same thing happened. The doctor said, why are they trying that this woman has reached menopause? And the man just could not believe, because he married her when she was maybe 39 or 38. So it became an issue, and this doctor now examined her and said this woman is at least 51.
The other one said at least 47.
The other one said 47. This one said at least 51. So he went and it became an issue, and he confronted his wife and said, how old are you? And she said, no, don't worry, that it's a child you are looking for. Give me 1 year, I will get a child. And then they took it to the pastor, and the pastor said, yes, let's give her 1 year to see whether she will get pregnant. And he called, he said, this is past 1 year, that she called him and said that she's pregnant now. And they went to the hospital only for the scan to reveal that she is not pregnant. That she was just saying, there's a child there, I know it. There's a child there, I know it. You see the problem. And I told him that I go back to the pastor that told you that, yes, she will be pregnant in 1 year. And there is a problem. When we begin to let people who are not qualified give you advice, so you just wasted another 2 years waiting for her that is 50-something, let's just say 50, that 2 hospitals have confirmed to be in menopause. I have told you that it is impossible to be with someone who lies. And people right now are lying about age. So you need to check. You need to check. That was a new one for me, I heard. So he just found out that the wife is like 7 years older than he is. Meanwhile, he married a woman that he is 4 years older than. I got that call last week. It's just amazing. Lies, because under normal circumstances. But how do you mistaken? How can you not see? Do you understand that this person is older than me? By virtue, I told you cannot date someone in isolation. You have to meet friends. You cannot be dating someone and have not met a friend, because from the friends you can tell the kind of person they are. If you had met her friends, you would see that the friends are older people. Do you understand? You would have seen that the people that she's, her friends are older people. And then looking at a 50-year-old, there are some people that are absolutely gorgeous that you might not know. But under this, how would you not know that, the body would have changed in such, when you are with a 38-year-old woman and you are with a 50-year-old woman, there will be an absolute difference, except the person is exceedingly rich and have miraculous doctors. Let's move on. There's nothing you can do, man, that call. There's nothing you can do. If he refuses to listen, keep quiet. Let him carry his load. Just don't bother yourself. I've stopped arguing with people. I have stopped arguing with them. So, in future, they will be the ones to come back. But the issue is, how much time of their lives would they have lost?
All right. 99.3, who's on the line? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Pastor Ladipo, I believe.
Pastor Ladipo, thank you for calling.
1 minute, please.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Pastor Lumide, I want to ask a question. At what point will someone advise a couple? They have been having issues, and though after investigation there has not been physical abuse, but they can just reconcile some differences. I've tried all I can, and these are young couples. Their marriage is not even up to 7 years. So at what point? Because it's like becoming even a burden to me myself.
have done all I can. How did you meet the next at NYC camp? And all of that, and so many things. So at what point can someone suggest that they should go their separate ways?
Hello, Pastor Ladibon.
Yes, sir.
When the center can no longer hold, there is no need to put people together where the core has disintegrated, where there is nothing keeping them together. It is more dangerous putting people who through argument, bitterness, regret, are living together. It is more dangerous putting them together than allowing them to separate.
All right.
It is more than when it no longer holds. Pastor Ladipo, I thank you for always calling. You should invite me to either your church or to.
We are having a family life.
I would come because you always listen, you always call. At least that is what I will do.
I will send you a message.
Please do. I will come.
All right.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
All right, thank you, Pastor Ladipo, for calling. 99.3, good morning. Who's on the line, please?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling.
My name is Obey.
Okpeyemi, is this your first time calling?
Yes, I think I'm calling.
Oh, you're very much welcome. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from.
All right, go ahead in 1 minute, please.
Kudos to you, barrister.
Thank God, sir.
Let me call it a relationship messiah. Yeah, a relationship messiah. I've been listening to you, and you have meant many things, especially me. You have meant many things in my life.
Wow. Thank you very much. We thank God.
A separatist. And I want to ask a question. Since my wife has gone, I've been trying all my possible best to be a responsible father to my daughter. We have a daughter together, but she has been depriving me of seeing her. To the extent that I called the mother and they talked to her some time ago, and I was allowed to be seeing her. Up to today, I don't know where my daughter is living, but I've been.
But they are in this Lagos state.
They are not people. They are in Ibadan.
Anytime I want to see her, she will schedule an appointment with me at maybe a eatery or something like that.
Okay. Sir, you need to go to court, sir. You need to go to court. There's every state has, the magistrate court deals with matters of custody. There's a child right law. A father cannot be denied access to the child. Neither can the mother. You have rights to see the child maybe during weekends. Your right is that half of the holidays your child spends with you. The only way or the only time that it will be frowned on is if you are an abusive parent. If, by reason of domestic violence or abuse, your wife had to take the child and run. But if you are a responsible father, and this was part of what our demonstration was for on Wednesday when we had the demonstration. Child abduction, you take a child and you prevent the partner, either the husband or the wife, you prevent the other from seeing their own children. It is wrong. It is against the law, except the person is an abusive parent, or their influence will be very terrible on the children. So you go to court, and I've used myself as an example. It also happened to me. I went to court, and today I have full custody of my child. Go to family court. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for calling. Let me take some messages, but after a couple more phone calls. 99.3, good morning. Who's on the line, please? Good morning. Madam Gloria, please, thank you for calling. All right, go ahead, please, in 1 minute.
Thank you.
30 years. When he got married, the wife was not dressing well. She was just that kind of deeper life person. The man was complaining seriously to everybody that cared to listen. My wife is not dressing well. I want her to change. Look at so person. But right now, the woman started dressing well, even though they are attending deeper life church. Not that the woman is making up. He is now complaining. In fact, there's a big fight. This woman must be seeing somebody. She's looking too good and all that. So.
Oh my goodness.
He called me recently. He is interested in marrying a lady, but this lady keeps on insisting, you must tell me you have a girlfriend. The boy said he just parted ways with somebody, so I want to settle down, and this girl has been honored that you must tell me you have somebody. So I don't know how to advise him.
In conclusion, Madam Gloria. Yes, please.
The family, there's a guy that if the wife touches his children, he beats her.
If the wife talks to the children?
That is. You cannot deny a parent the right to chastise or discipline the child. That was the same thing that happened to us in Achita. If she corrected the child, the man will beat her up. In fact, it got so bad that the children one time was shouting at the mother, trying to get her attention, and the mother was busy. He threw pure water at the mom, and somebody standing by turned and said, are you silly? How can you do that to the man? They wanted to hit him. And I was in Nigeria and I said, please don't touch him. If you touch him, the beating I will get. Do you understand? That is an unhealthy union. And I don't know who will be in a house that I cannot scold or chastise my own child. So I think she is an abusive marriage. And already the children are the primary victims. When children are already rude to you. Yes, children are already rude to you because that is a very wrong union. That is an absolutely ridiculous union. That you cannot talk to your children and now saying, if you touch me, my daddy will beat you. Please, they don't have, she doesn't have family. She works. Does she have a job? She does not have, it doesn't, those ones are not young couple, 7 years. They are not a young couple. That is not a union. That shows you that she's in an abusive marriage when she cannot talk to her own children, or the man will beat her. Madam, let her find her way back to. How can you even have children that will be threatening the mother if you touch me? That is already, the children are being abused and they will grow up. Do you know what these children will grow up to become? Abusive children. Let's move on to the other one you mentioned, Seth.
What was the first case before this one, please? Remind me, Madam Gloria. No, after Mr. Victor, you mentioned something in between. Yes. He's with a jealous woman saying, you have somebody, she's already accusing him without him even. I've told you to avoid such people. Those are very jealous. Jealousy is called the passion of man. It is from that word that you have crimes of passion, which are usually crimes of lovers. That is crimes of people who are married or who are intimate. And you would find out that almost 46% of murders are crimes of passion. That is by a lover, by a husband. So jealousy is the beginning of that. You need to leave that. Then what is he calling for? Do you know how many women are looking for good men? Do you know how many men are looking for a good woman? Then you move on. You choose. Marriage is choice. You have options. You must have options to be able to choose. When you don't have options, then you can't say, I choose you, because there was nothing to choose from. Let him move on to others. Please, if you have not been to K2, you will think Iwaya is the best place on earth, you go, you move. Thank you so much for calling, Madam Gloria. Look forward to hearing from you again. Let me read some messages. Kindly assist Mr. Olumide. This is from Olaito in Ikorodu. Says, good morning. Please, I want to ask I guess you've addressed this. If a boyfriend takes away the child of the girlfriend without her consent, What are the steps to
Their
take?
boyfriends and
claim
girlfriends. You go to
for the
go to
child that
court.
has to
Go
come
to
back?
court. Go to court.
This is a lengthy read. This person says his wife has been holding a grudge against his father, that's her father-in-law, as well as her siblings-in-law, because her father-in-law scolded her over 10 years ago. The husband, that's her husband, has begged her severally, but she has decided to do away with his family to the extent that she neither visits or sees his dad eye to eye, that's her father-in-law. Now, because of the aforementioned, she abuses me emotionally, that's the husband talking now, whenever I have anything to do with my siblings, and she threatens me with divorce. She broke the straw by stating that he shouldn't take his children to visit his dad on festive occasions, and threatens that she will deal with him when he's in his older age, or she should pray that the Holy Spirit helps her then. Basically, now she's planning to japa. He has left the house so that he will not react negatively. That's what he says. No, allow her cause him harm. Now she wants to japa, and she's on his bill, and she's luring him to buy into the idea. Now he's not stopping her from going, but she doesn't want to go with her either.
I don't like this polite way of saying no. No is no, yes is yes. If she wants to jump out with the children, you need to inform. Well, you can't even take a child out without the consent of the father. It is an issue in immigration. But if you feel someone wants to leave with your child out of the country, you can write a letter to immigration. You make them aware. The moment that passport is being presented, they will prevent. Because to take a child out of the country, you need the consent of both father and mother. So that is up. So I don't think I need to tell you when someone is threatening you because of your family. I don't even know how you are still there. It is important to date people before you marry them. You need to date, at least get to know them. Get to know them so that there will be fewer surprises in marriage. And also have a threshold. Know where your strengths reach. Know what you can carry. Know what you can't carry. Let's move on.
I'm not sure I understand this message properly, but I'll try. I think from what you're saying that your wife fell victim to a man who, I think this couple, they were in a state of need, and she asked for, I believe, 5,000 naira from this man, and basically I think the man gave her on the condition that she sleeps with him. She later confessed, that's the wife later confessed, and she pleaded for forgiveness. So now the husband is asking, he doesn't know if this is a case where the man should be arrested.
Arrested for what?
For, I guess, making the woman sleep for the money. I don't see the thing for the money.
Adultery is not a criminal offense. Adultery is not a crime. Your wife, now my issue is, why would she have to go and beg another man for 5,000 naira when you are alive? That is the question. Why was she begging for 5,000 naira? Was it something that you couldn't afford? Was it that she used it to run the home? Was it that the children were hungry and for a woman to, well, let me not even use that because some women will give their bodies for less, but let us know why. When you are alive, 5,000 naira only was the cause of adultery. Giving her body to another man, and the husband was alive. Why would a woman not be able to ask her husband for 5,000 naira? That is where I have an issue, sir. What were you doing? Why? It is well. Let's move on.
Good morning, Oye and Marisol. A lot of people were ignorant of some of the information that they are now getting on this show. Now, ND's question is, can nothing be done about a partner who has started showing some of the 7 traits you mentioned, seeing one didn't notice them during the dating period before marriage?
When you look at this message, my wife has all the traits that you just mentioned. Is there anything I can... like I say, I will continue to say, when you cannot carry it, when it is too much for you, put it down. Do you understand? Rather than kill somebody.
So there are a lot of messages. I'm just trying to address this, asking this question. For example, Adeze, well, it's not really asking, she's addressing. Adeze Balogu says she got to know about this program yesterday, and she says, well done, Mr. Lunde. Anyone asking about who will marry the jealous etc. category most likely falls into that category and does not want to say it. they need to seek therapy to address the underlying issues so that they are not a burden on their future partners. So I think the issue is this: people get married to people that they see the traits and think they can change them, but the truth is, it's only a person who wants to change that will change. So for anyone who is listening who feels they possess any of these traits, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It depends on how you react when you're expressing these things. Number one. Number two, someone called and shared his own story, how he was hot-tempered, but he sought therapy and he's okay now. So there are ways to go about these things. The important thing is that you yourself must be willing to change, and then speak to professionals, therapists, psychologists, and go through processes to see how this can happen.
Can you hear
So you're not doomed. You're not doomed to a life of loneliness. Okay, so if it's not a healthy attribute, I mean, we all have characters and habits that are not good. Do you want to change that habit? If the answer is yes, I believe you'll be willing to do what needs to be done. All right, guys. So it's not a death sentence.
Is this you want to require you?
It's not require you.
Is this you?
Oh my goodness. Adaloko. Okay, no, sorry. Robert Omoviro from Adaloko, John Lagos says, "Good morning, Grandpa Lumidi. I follow you always."
Oh wow.
I guess you mean, how can you put together to start drifting bills to take National Assembly? And if there are already made laws, can we gather them and begin to teach people what they need to do? I need to see you as I was doing this work in my town, Ozora in Delta State, through the traditional ruler palace. Maybe we can do things together. God guide and bless you. That's from Robert.
There's this message here, please. Good morning, sir. The church is killing the separated and the divorcee. They treat us like outcasts. They try to go back to our abuser. They will not allow us serve our God. They collected our tithes and offering, yet they are killing us daily with their doctrines. We are not able to socialize well in their midst. Please give us a church that are based on your teachings, where we pay tithes to, where it will not be used to kill us emotionally, where our offering will be used. Oh, well, okay. We need refuge from the cover of the former church to our brand new one. Rescue the perishing, save the dying. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I think I get a lot of people. I think it had been mentioned here before. When you are going to a church that they are telling you to stay with the abuser, at the moment you decide to leave, you are being told or relegated. I told you my wife was one. She was told to step down as a worker because she's separated. So you cannot do anything. They put you. Listen, going to that church is not compulsory. I think COVID taught you that you can worship God from your house. We were at home for 6 months. Going to that church is not necessary. You don't, when you say you are paying your tithes, they will use your tithes to abuse you emotionally. Then why are you funding your own abuse? They are using your offering to abuse you. Why are you funding your own abuse? So it's not compulsory. Go to where you feel free. I'm not a pastor, I just teach. You can worship God from wherever. Go to another church. Go till where I don't have a church. You understand? It doesn't stop me from praying. It doesn't stop me from studying the Bible. It doesn't. You can go somewhere else, go around, maybe and test and see which church, suits you when you enter. If you really must go to church, it's not compulsory. If you have been abused in the church, or you see that you have been segregated or discriminated against, leave. It's not God. God is not in. Do you understand? You are the church, not that building. You are the church. So please, it's not. This was really. This was I didn't want to read everything because, you could see that she was really sad while writing this.
This WhatsApp message is from an anonymous texter texting from Songo in Ogun State. Says that, this message says, "Good morning, Barrister Lee. First time contributor to your program, you are welcome." Where's my this person says that he's in love with 3 ladies, but he doesn't know how to pick the right settle down with.
Remember that song?
You don't need to. Basically, and he wants to know, he doesn't know the right one to settle down with. He needs your advice.
It is you now.
Sir.
It is you. Who makes you happier? They cannot make you happy on the same level. It is impossible. Who are you more comfortable with? Who is more of your friend? You understand? Who is more of your friend? Who is the you will know. I think maybe beauty is one is beautiful. You are looking at that one. The other one maybe is better. That one has more money. But if you are looking at their inherent qualities, who they are is what you should look at. You will have a favorite, someone who you feel best with.
All right. Good morning, Barsalumian. Barsalumian must be on EG. You not spell my son in complete. Please kindly help. This person says that you're anonymous. I think you're male. Yes. You said that you have a failed marriage, or you had a failed marriage some years back. You have 2 children, and now with the present woman, and there's pressure on you to pay bride price, but you don't love this woman. You got involved with her because she was looking for a child and he wasn't getting his conjugal rights from his former wife. Please, this person must remain anonymous, alright?
I don't get.
So he has a failed marriage. This happened some years back. Now he has 2 children with another woman, and now there's pressure on him to pay the bride price for this woman who is the mother of his 2 children. He doesn't love this woman. He only got involved with her because she was looking for a child and he wasn't getting the conjugal rights, in his words, from his former wife.
So your arrangement with her was to give her children? Because she was looking for children, you became a donor. If you are a sperm donor, then you are being forced to be with the person you were just donating sperm to. I'm just trying to be civil, do you understand? Because I can't really say how I feel. And now you are being, it's like you are not serious, sir. You are not serious. Absolutely. You had a failed marriage. You should have learned something from your failed marriage, not to even go into a worse situation to give birth to 2 children from a woman you know you do not want to settle down with. So what are you asking me? Are you asking me how I should advise you when you already... I think let us just start from, don't go and worsen the situation by marrying someone you don't want. I think you should now concentrate on taking care of the children. If the arrangement with you and the woman was for children, then the woman should already know that you do not love her in the first place. Or is it that you had gone and she had saw that or thought you had made her feel like you were in love with her to come and be asking for bride price? If she was looking for a child, wasn't 1 enough? You went to 2? I wish you all the best, sir. But don't further add insult to injury by now going to pay a bride price for a woman you don't love, because that would mean that you would cheat on her in future with another woman with more children outside. So please, let's just stop this virus right there.
All right, I want to know your take on this. Abayomi says, good morning, Madam Unini and Barrister Omoshibi. Can the barrister please give a thought on over familiarity in marriages? Abayomi says he's been married for 36 years now, and he must confess that his partner has stopped all the traits that gives him the kicks. He's frustrated, but his consideration for his daughters, who are married already, will not allow him to take a walk. Please advise.
Please explain.
Okay, I like how I'm coming interpreter. So basically, you know how when you are dating somebody, you're trying to get somebody, you do all the things that woo her, or she does all the things that woo him. Then more or less like, okay, you jackpot, and then you stop trying. So you stop, you're married, so they've been married for 36 years basically, and
36
years. And according to this message, basically his partner, I guess she doesn't put in effort anymore, you know, the things that give him the kicks.
In 36
you know,
years.
to entice him. I mean, I don't know at what point that stopped, but he just said he's been married for 36 years now.
That is the point. I'm just wishing that it stopped maybe 5 years. Because if you stay 36 years in marriage to a woman and you are realizing that fatigue day now, at times, you're almost 40 years in marriage. So what I wish this was a call. I wish this was a call Let the person call me, please.
Have a conversation
because I need to ask some questions.
I don't think
You know, the only thing about it for me is if she has now become abusive. But then, you know, that is another level. But at 36 years,
you know,
that's
you
almost
want us
40
to
years.
Dress up, you know, basically do things that, you know, they did when they were young.
But at
couple,
times, you know,
to keep the
please,
spark
please,
alive.
please also, you know, you have to
Yes.
try in your marriages to
Yeah.
keep it alive.
Yes.
It just
Both
doesn't
men
end,
and
both men
women.
and women.
Everyone,
You know,
yeah.
last
Keep
year
putting in effort.
also, I think my wife just, I made the mistake, was it last year or 2 years ago? I made the mistake of saying that, okay, her birthday, whatever she wants, you know, I will try but she knows my pocket, so she can't. So, you know, when it got close, she said, you know, I just want you for 3 days. I didn't understand. I said, what want me for? You have me every day of the week now. We wake up on the same day. He said, no, just me and you alone. No phone calls. I said, that's my birthday wish. I said, okay. I was thinking I would sit in the house. I was thinking I would sit in the house. He said, no, we're going somewhere. So she takes me to a hotel, and then we are there for 3 days, and I'm looking at my phone. You know, by the second day, I just kept sleeping, and I saw that I really needed that rest. In fact, the room she got
really for you,
was a room that you won't see anything like city line. All you will just be seeing is the ocean. So I was just there. You know, by the third day, if I had more money, I would have not come back home, you know. So you do things, both of you in the morning go out to work on it. You know, you have to do things to spice up. Don't let the man be tired of you, like, you know, it is well.
All right, let's take a couple phone calls before we round up. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Did you say Vicky? Buchi, awesome. Thank you so much for calling, Buchi. Let's hear you in 1 minute.
Good morning. Good morning.
Like forever, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, wow.
So sorry. Happy you came in. 1 minute.
I know one on you, Buchi. I'm not sure if it's the same on you, Buchi. How are you? How are you, sir? Okay, great, awesome. Oh,
It's really amazing.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This line is not so clear, Buchi. Could you please be audible? More audible?
Are you using a hands-free device? Okay, good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Quickly, please.
No Saturday, so I'll go by the parking so
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Buchi. Amen. You too.
Oh, wow, awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
just-
Buchi. It's been a while. Thank you for calling.
99.3, good morning. Who's on the line, please? Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You know, I get to say,
What they say love for 3 women, right?
Yes, so Tony Tetwila soundtrack.
hello, woman not a ugly lady. Woman not a ugly lady.
Morning.
Chris.
I want to thank the Lord. You know, this one, I say, if you never go, my first, it is it's a God in Yaba way.
You are, yeah.
That's idiot.
And they know they tell and come up for son. The Lord, like I always tell you.
Let them hear. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Chris, for calling. Hello, 99.3, good morning. Okay, brother.
I told her that he said he met her on Facebook. And I was not so we talked. He said that he told the girl that if people were against the relationship because of the age. I told him, why did you tell her that?
Your brother, how old is your brother, Pico?
He just dropped the day, we just dropped 30 days. We just got the that engineering company.
Well, you know, some people are intellectuals, that is very intelligent with education, but socially they are inadequate. I don't think he knows much about relationships, and it's up to him. You all you can do is talk to him and warn him. And but this one that he has already gone to say my family doesn't like you. He has started World War III, so it is well. It is well.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
please
gonna
let me-
allow Barrister to round off very quickly. This is a disturbing message on WhatsApp. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for those of everyone that has called. I really appreciate. God bless you. I want to, yes, we had people who have been asking about the demonstration. Yes, it went well. We had the demonstration to the Commissioner of Police, to the Ministry of Justice, to the Office of the Governor, and the Office of the Speaker. The same day, that was on Wednesday. I want to especially thank the Nigerian Bar Association, Lagos, Ikeja, and Ikorodu branches. They came, the body of Vice Chairman of the NBA, the National Orientation Agency, FIDA, Ikorodu, and Lagos, Duty Solicitors Network, Anti-Trafficking Lagos Hub, Stop the Abuse Foundation, City of Peace, Legal Aid, Hope Alive Educational Center, Awareness Against Domestic Violence and Abuse Initiative. They joined us in the rain, and it was a wonderful day. I want to really thank everybody, especially Mrs. Abie Tam George, who is the Vice Chair Lagos branch, and Mrs. Adedoyin Shobi of the Ikeja branch, and Madam Elijah of, and special thanks to Mr. Adebayo as well. So my phone number is 0909-3214-942 for those that might want to reach out to me either by call or WhatsApp. We are all on Instagram Live, so you can follow me on Instagram, Gnosis_help. That is GNOSIS_help. This program and all other programs are recorded and saved live on our Instagram page, so you can see us and watch again. If you really want to hear everything all over again and my various discussions on other topics. Please join me every Thursday on Instagram Live for Just Before You Say I Do, 8:10 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. every Thursday on my Instagram Live. You need to hear that. That one I can talk as I like, and it's always very different. Please, for those of you that support us, I really appreciate. Please, we need all the support we can get. What else?
I think that's all.
Yes, the awareness against domestic violence and abuse in the secondary schools. Yes, a message came. How do I get you to my secondary school? You just invite us. We don't charge. We would come and we would teach from GS1 to SS3 how to identify abuse and what to do. So they are already aware of abuse from GSS1. It's really amazing. I teach them the laws, and it's myself with the awareness against domestic violence and abuse volunteers. It's awesome. Thank you very much. What else, Madam?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Barrister, for being on the show. Thank you to all my listeners for listening. Thank you for calling. To all the first-time callers, it was lovely hearing your voices. Yes. Please don't let it be your last time. Keep calling. Again, we don't select who gets through. It's a random process. We just pick calls. We don't know who is calling. So please don't feel offended if you've not been able to get through. And if you're trying, just keep trying. And we really hope that you successfully connect to the show. Same thing for WhatsApp messages. A lot of messages pouring. If you don't get your message, I sincerely apologize. And Twitter and all our platforms as well, right? But keep the calls and messages coming in. Thank you so much for listening.